Welcome and thank you for joining us. Today we're going to unpack the very important theme of life insurance. With me is CEO of RIG Advisory Services, Willem Lategan. Willem, welcome today.
Yeah, Yolanda, we're very proud of the fact that we're independent financial advisors. Basically what we do is we do investment planning, we do estate planning, we also do business structuring locally and offshore. Obviously in all of this we must keep tax in mind. And then this last element is basically in all these planning perspectives, we very much take a global view on our clients' planning.
What does the risk of unrealized wealth entail?
Now, maybe if I can take a step back. So if we look at risk and risk planning, we look at a risk event, be it the death of a business owner or the disability of a business owner. We look at it from different perspectives. So the first angle that we need to take is we must think of the business. And then in the second place, we must look at the estate of the deceased, and then in the last instance we must always keep those remaining in the business in mind. They must take the business forward. So those three perspectives help us a lot when we look at business assurance. And then we also have to decide what we're actually going to do with the proceeds of the policy. Now, one of the things that we can do with the proceeds of the policy is we can use that to realize the unrealized wealth of a business person. So business people spend a lot of time and energy in building their businesses. A lot of them, they are entrepreneurs and they see the business as part of their retirement capital, or if they're no longer around, if they've passed away, that would provide for their families. The problem is they don't really deeply think through a couple of things, So if a business owner were to be disabled or were to pass away, we have to answer some difficult questions. And one of these questions are they going to find a suitable buyer at that stage? Will the family realize the market-related price of the business, upon the death or disability of the business owner? Then it's very important, especially with unrealized wealth risk, where we use buy and sell agreements and buy and sell policies, to 100% correctly structure these policies. So the payments must be done in the right way, the premiums must be paid by the right persons, the owners of the policies must be right, the proceeds must go in the right to the right people for the right reasons. If we don't do this, we can basically incur unnecessary taxes.
So often when businesses expand, they need credit. How do we cover for that liability?
Yeah, it's just a natural part of progression in business, to grow business and then you incur debt. So what the creditors normally ask is they ask the business owners to sign surety for the debt of the business. The problem if this business owner who signed surety were to pass away, then his or her estate will be liable for that debt, and this can potentially put the executor of the estate in a difficult position, where the executor may have to sell personal assets, where the winding up of the estate can take a long time, too long, unnecessarily long. The person's estate can be declared insolvent in the process. It can have a very negative impact on the business, where the survival of the business actually can be at stake, and that can put the other business owners and the employees in the business at risk. So to ensure a business owner's life where that business owner has signed surety for the business can help to cover the debt of the business, but then it can also release the estate of the deceased. So it's basically got a double effect, a positive effect on the estate of the deceased, but also a positive effect on the remaining owners, in the business. Tax consequences, once again, can be huge, and here it's very important to avoid the detrimental tax consequences. In the case of insurance that we take out for liabilities, it's very important that the person who signs surety do not insist on a policy being taken out on his or her life. So that's just a very important rule to adhere to.
Willem, what is key person's insurance?
Yeah, so staff in our businesses are our most valuable asset. So if you just take the amount of time and energy that we put into our people and training them, And if we were to lose such a key individual in the business, it can have a huge financial impact on the business. Not just if the person were to pass away, but also if that person becomes disabled. So then it's a good idea to have a policy on the life of that person for life cover or disability, where we can at least replace that person or train another person or recruit or headhunt another person, that we can just soften the blow on the business. So it's just a strategy to protect the business, which I think is very smart. So once again, we must be careful in how we deal with the payment of the premiums, but also with the proceeds that we receive from such a policy. The deceased estate can in no way benefit from the proceeds or the payout of this policy. Otherwise, the policy will become dutiable in the estate of the deceased, and if we were to structure it in the right way, we can avoid that unnecessary consequence.
Well, at RIG, you also have a webinar on business assurance. Where can people find it, and how can they get a hold of you?
Yeah, we're very excited about these webinars. People can access it through our website, rig.ac, and then they can go to the School of Wisdom for Wealth, our online learning platform. They can sign up for our free course, Business Assurance. It's available in English, also available in Afrikaans. If they successfully complete it, and there's no test, they actually get a certificate. So they can look at our short YouTube videos on our YouTube channel, or they can just email us on info@rig.ac. Or if they want to talk to us, they can call us on 086 12 21 777. And we're really looking forward to having a discussion with viewers about this very important topic, that good business assurance makes business matter.
Thank you very much, Willem. Now, Willem Lategan is the CEO of RIG Advisory Services. I'm Yolanda Martins, and thank you for joining us.